Welcome back to Not a Forerunner. In this video, I'm going to ramble on about these roof racks and the weight rating I did on them, weight testing I did on them, loading up with a whole bunch of bags of concrete. So that's pretty sweet. I'm going to give you an update on where we're at in production with them because it's been way too long. So here we go. Enjoy. If you didn't know, these roof racks have been stuck in production in the welding process. We've had all sorts of issues with getting them, the mount supports welded, and finally got to a point where I decided, you know what, let's see how much these racks can hold weight, how much weight these racks can hold without any welding, and see kind of what's gonna be a safe weight anyways. So I put one of these racks together, did some testing here, and this is basically what I found out. So what you can see here is that I had the pallet, see the mounting point here, mounting point there, and the 48-inch pallet was pretty much just past the crossbar here and just past the crossbar here. So pretty much all of the weight was in between the supports, and that's about 850 pounds between the bags of concrete and the pallet weight. Now, based on all the measurements I took, so I took measurements of what this angle is here on all four sides, and I even took measurements all around just to see how much everything sags and like settles with that amount of weight on there, and it really didn't change a significant amount for me to be like, yes, this absolutely needs welding on the supports. And actually my biggest concern, if you will, is not even really much of a concern, but the biggest thing I saw was that with that weight being in between supports like that, instead of being over the supports, this side panel will actually sag a little bit. And we're talking, you know, in that 52 inches or so, it sagged maybe 1/8 an inch, which to me, that's not much. Now that sag is actually about the same amount of sag that I saw in the crossbars themselves. So I don't know what these crossbars actually truly max out at, but I figure at that amount of weight, you shouldn't be doing that much more than that anyways, just so you don't damage the structure of the vehicle or anything like that too. So like I said, since I didn't see enough of a change in deflection, I guess I believe is what the technical term is, I'm gonna continue on with this project without doing welding, and I made some updates on the website to kind of give you an idea of what a safe weight rating is on these, and very much based off of other companies' weight ratings. So you'll see I have it that I would not recommend having more than like 300 pounds up there while driving and in motion or anything like that. A lot of that has to do with being top heavy and stuff like that. You'll see, you know, Prinsu, Sherpa, all those, they all recommend between 300 and 400 pounds is the limit for travel. And then I also put on there a static, so when you're just sitting there camping, whatever like that, limit is 700 pounds. Now, yes, my testing I did with, 850 pounds, and you could probably do that just fine. But on my end, I had to make sure that it was gonna be safe. So it's just 300, 700 pounds static. And that would be safe. The other thing to keep in mind is load distribution up there too. So if you had a load that's 850 pounds, but you're actually able to spread it out from, the end all the way up to the front, where I even have, let's see if I can point at it, an extra foot there. That extra foot will, help balance it and everything and take up some of that weight. So, as long as you're distributed across the top, yeah, you probably could have 1,100 pounds up there and probably not have any issue. But I just know if you're going to be, if your tent, I don't know what the typical size tent is, and weight of the tent. There's so many factors that go into all of it. If you're going to be centered, right in between the mounting and you're sitting only on 4 crossbars, I would stick, closer to 500-600 pounds, just to be safe, to prevent any kind of damage from it. And again, if you've got a 6 foot or 6.5 foot long rooftop tent, and so you're going pretty much the entire length of the roof rack, I wouldn't have any issue having close to 1,000 pounds up there. I think these are pretty solid. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Now, if for some reason you think you're going to really need to have that 800 pounds in between those mounting points, there would be an option that I could probably work with you to do is, where's center at here? Basically, if you took this crossbar, moved it up really anywhere in here, this is pretty much gonna be centered in between the feet. If you did move this somewhere in here, but then just did a foot, I don't know if I can, that would, let me switch around here. So we could make a support that would basically mount on the bottom side of this bar and go right down to your roof here. And that would give you a significant amount of extra strength there and be able to put a lot more weight in that area. All right, so that is the lowdown on these racks. If you got any questions or just want to know more about any of this stuff, feel free to message me. Also, you can check out all I did put some updates on the website, so you can check that out. The links will be down below. And be sure to check out the Facebook group if you are not already in the group. And we'll see you on the next one.